Welcome to today's Business News Roundup. I'm Sonia.
And I'm Simon. We've got a packed show for you today, covering everything from AI developments to major corporate moves.
Let's start with the market news. The Business Today segment aired multiple times on BBC News Today, providing a roundup of the day's market news.
That's right. Although we don't have specific details from the segment, it's worth noting that market news can often set the tone for investor sentiment. What were some of the key themes or stories that were highlighted?
The articles mention that the segment aired at various times, including 6:30 a.m., 11:30 a.m., and 4:30 p.m. This suggests that market movements were likely being closely watched throughout the day.
That makes sense. Major news events can trigger significant market activity. Were there any specific market trends or economic indicators that were discussed in the segment?
The context doesn't provide specific details, but typically, Business Today covers a range of topics, including stock market performance, economic data, and corporate news.
Moving on to a significant story in the AI space, Anthropic has pledged $200 million to research the economic impact of AI.
That's right. According to the reports, Anthropic is joining the call for the AI industry to find ways to mitigate the disruptions caused by AI to the workforce. The company has announced an initial $200 million investment to research AI's impact on jobs and the economy.
So, what specific areas will this research focus on? Is it just about job loss, or are there other economic factors being considered?
The articles mention that alongside the investment, Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei published an essay suggesting that the government should provide economic support for those financially affected by AI. This implies the research will likely examine the broader economic implications.
That's interesting. It seems like Anthropic is taking a proactive approach to addressing the potential negative consequences of AI. Have there been any other major developments in the AI space recently that this fits into?
Actually, there's been another significant story. OpenAI has filed for an IPO, with plans to go public within the next year. This is a major development in the AI sector.
That's huge. What are the details around OpenAI's IPO plans?
According to the reports, OpenAI has confidentially filed for a U.S. initial public offering. The company is targeting a valuation near $1 trillion, though no specific timeline or share count has been announced.
Wow, a $1 trillion valuation is enormous. What does this mean for the AI industry and potentially for investors?
The move indicates that OpenAI is preparing for a significant expansion. As a private firm, they have more flexibility in their decisions, but going public could provide additional capital for further development.
And how does this fit into the broader AI landscape? Are other major AI players also considering going public?
Interestingly, Anthropic, a rival of OpenAI, is also moving towards a public listing. There's a mention of Apollo and Blackstone backing Anthropic's $35 billion capacity expansion.
That brings us to another major story. SpaceX is planning its IPO and wants to include regular investors.
That's right. SpaceX, led by Elon Musk, is steering some of its initial public offering directly to retail investors, making it potentially one of the biggest IPOs ever.
So, what's the significance of involving regular investors directly? Is this a common practice for IPOs?
Typically, IPOs are more geared towards institutional investors. By including retail investors, SpaceX is broadening its investor base. This could be a strategic move to increase public engagement and potentially democratize access to the IPO.
That sounds like a significant shift. Are there any other details about what regular investors should be aware of before participating in the IPO?
The report suggests that SpaceX is formally known as Space Exploration Technologies Corp. and is making a concerted effort to involve smaller pocketed investors in what may be a massive IPO. Let's switch gears to a story from the sports apparel industry. ASICS is planning to spin off its Onitsuka Tiger business into a standalone company from 2027.
That's right. ASICS will transfer its Onitsuka Tiger business to a subsidiary called OT Group Corporation. This move is aimed at supporting the brand's rapid global expansion and strengthening its position in the luxury lifestyle market.
What are the potential benefits of the spin-off for ASICS and Onitsuka Tiger? The article suggests that this separation will enhance decision-making for Onitsuka Tiger and allow it to capitalize on its recent profit surge. The brand has seen significant popularity due to retro sneaker trends.
That makes sense. By becoming a standalone business, Onitsuka Tiger can focus on its specific market and consumer base.
Are there any plans for how Onitsuka Tiger will operate independently? The reports mention plans for flagship stores globally, which indicates a strategy to further establish the brand's presence in key markets.
As we wrap up today's discussion, it's clear that there are significant developments across various industries. From AI research and IPOs to corporate restructuring, these stories highlight the dynamic nature of the business world.
That's right. And as we've seen today, these developments can have far-reaching implications for investors, consumers, and the broader economy.
Well, that's all for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for listening. Until next time.